Many people ask me, because I've moved into the circularity area of field, why don't I help companies to become ESG compliant, to set up their ESG strategy or sustainability strategy, how it is measured, how you can move from there. And I must honestly say that is not for me personally. I'm more in the creative space. And also me coming from the restructuring companies, I think it is holding me back. Reason why I would like to have a different approach in these videos that I'm going to share with you. It is about what can be done from my experience, maybe also from the feedback that you're giving to me, and also from potentially that I'm also considering inviting people who have been already in that transformation, um, how circularity could look like. So if you want, for me, compliance is more holding me personally back. And it would be about what can we do instead? So why is it holding me back? Not because it's not good. You know, when you have a runner, someone, a sports person, either, I mean, on the water, or a runner, a biker, whatever, when you know that the the world record for a run is about this speed for this distance or time for this distance. For me, personally, it holds me back. I'm more in a reactive mode. What do I need to do to reach that goal? And it is in my character that I love to think about how, how could I break this world record? How can I make it that I contribute to raise the bar? And this is personally what I find so absolutely um, marvelous and fantastic. So compliance has its place. It sets the baseline, right? Like the run, so much distance, so many meters of distance in that time. I don't think that no world record has ever been broken by someone who only focused on what needs to be done. So, and I love companies that break through and but there aren't those who optimize for rules. They optimize for vision. And I think that, you know, you need your teams who optimize for the rules because you need to be compliant, you need to make it happen, you need to measure it, you need to see where you are, and you need also to see what your competitors and partners are going to do, maybe also to surpass you. So it's about, you know, okay, what can I now do to still keep my leadership position? And I want to, I think that compliance, thinking of compliance, is as a bar on the track. Most leaders spend their energy trying to clear it, worrying if they will trip. But I have noticed that people who are truly looking into the future, they're not looking at the existing bar, they're looking at the next bar. And with that, they're already setting new records. And I think that for me, regenerative circularity, and I'm including regenerative, or I'm combining these two words together. For some, regenerative is part of circularity, and for some, it isn't yet. So, regenerative circularity is for me, it is about, it's certainly not about checking, sustainability boxes or license to operate boxes. It's about turning constraints, would it be resources, would it be cost, even regulation, into a catalyst for growth, innovation, and market leadership. So, and this is the angle that I want to tackle it from. And when I left my CEO role to think about how I can be involved in circular thinking, I realized that once leaders stop seeing compliance as the end goal, they start seeing possibilities. They start unlocking what I call the normative space. Well, it's not only me, um, but this creative space where business models evolve, new alliances get formed, and where entirely new arenas emerge. So ask yourself, what would your strategy look like if compliance wasn't your ceiling, but just your starting line, right? What if your teams were tasked not for avoiding failure, but with setting the new benchmark? And if that shift speaks to you, subscribe or reach out. Because this channel is about helping CEOs, decision makers, pioneers turn circularity into competitive edge, away from greenwashing or compromising. My call to action would be, let's build the future together and strategically.